Red Bearskin, good morning. Ooh. XL. Flight. Our tiers are terrible, but our damage is awesome. Our shop items are going to cost us health. And our deal with the devil items are going to cost us money. Okay, good morning. I think Outlast Trials may be a one-day play without chat paying, just because it was a big thing for the channel when you played the OG game. Outlast Trials. Like the motorbike game? Jesus. Or is that like Trials Evolution? The only game I know of that's called Outlast is the horror game. Off the top of my head. Hey, Clayton, good morning. It's a new horror game, huh? Well, I mean, like, I'll level with you. Champion came in and announced his re-emergence into the channel the other day, like a month ago, by dropping like $1,000 in an afternoon to basically let me know which obscure horror games, he wanted me to try. So I feel kind of, well, shit. All right, I can't move. I feel kind of booked up for scary games for a while. Disappointed. It's new Outlast multiplayer and it looks sick. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's not me shooting down a potentially good idea just because it wasn't mine. I could get on board, I just don't know anything about it yet. I know that Champion came in the other day and said, how much money do I have to spend to get October 1 and October 2 to be exclusively Resident Evil 8 days? And I was like, bro, you gave me $4 grand. You gave me $4 grand for a pinball machine without me even having to specify which one I was thinking about getting. I think I could probably swing it. It's not coming out till 2022. Oh, okay, that's fair. Red Bearskin, have a tremendous alert. I saw Outlast Trials on Twitters a few times. I also assumed it was the bike game. Yeah, so I thought it was Trials Outlast. I thought it was like Trials Evolutions, Trials Outlast, Trials Beverly Hills, Housewives, Trials Mundane, and that one's just obviously the worst performing of the series because it's mostly just in a flat parking lot. No, CB Hulk, I didn't see any. The only thing that I saw yesterday that would be of interest to anyone was I saw the new Marvel What If. Otherwise, I haven't seen any real game announcement type stuff. I do because you guys are the filter through which my gaming itinerary is drawn up, not like game release schedules. I generally rely on you. I generally rely on you to tell me when I'm interested in games. Yeah, the trials in CIS Hawaii. Resident Evil Village, not 8. The devs have been clear about it. 8 is coming. It's directly connected to the story of 7, so it's 7.5. There we go. Resident Evil 7.5 then. Resident Evil Village. Now that we're alone. Oh, God. It's like when you walk into a room and it's like there's a sign that says beware of dog, and then you get in there and you're like, oh, it's a Chihuahua, or it's a Dachshund. It's a wiener dog. And you're just like, oh, well, I'm not scared of you. And then the thing makes a line straight for you, and you just think to yourself, like, clearly this wiener dog knows something I don't. Why is this thing so confident? Yeah, it's a Scottish Terrier that's all fluff, but it makes a line at you like you're, a pile of raw hamburger. Trials of Doctor Who. Side note, Taffy, while the official Twitch channel was hosting Gamescom stuff, they got hate rated. Think they'll pay attention now? I'll say this, like, obviously, nobody in this channel is, like, pro-hate raid. I struggle to think of anybody, well, any decent human being that I probably wouldn't shoot myself just to rid the human gene pool of them. I can't imagine anyone here is, like, pro-hate raid. And I clearly don't think that, you know, Twitch is pro-hate raid, and I don't, like... Reg, oh my god, really? I hit the spacebar. Thanks, game. Well, there goes my deal with the devil chance. I hit the spacebar and nothing happened. That sucked. I believe, you know, I don't have anything to back this up, but I believe that Twitch is probably working on something to iron that out, but I also know, that billion-dollar companies have a tendency to move with the speed of the Titanic. They make on the, like, you know, they don't turn on a dime. You know, they're like aircraft carriers. And so ultimately, I mean, it breaks my heart to see people going like, why doesn't Twitch support care about this? On Twitter, that account's run by Reginerd. Reginerd's one of us, and he's black. It's not as though he doesn't understand why hate raids are bad, you know? But like people, I understand why people are outraged, and I can't imagine how draining it is to have to deal with that every day, because I don't. Nobody comes here and fucks with me, because I'm white and middle-aged and bearded, like neck bearded. I've said on numerous occasions, I'm playing Twitch on the easiest settings. But all that being said, like, I can't believe that nothing's happening on Twitch's end. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that like, I bag on Twitch even though they're the hand that feeds me. But I also, you know, I can only bag on them within the realm of reality of just, like, if I genuinely think that nothing's going on, then I raise my voice. If I genuinely think that they're unaware of the problem and not going to do anything about it, then I raise my voice. But I can't realistically believe that nothing's happening right now. I can believe that they're doing a shitty job of communicating what they're doing. Wait, Reg runs a Twitch thing? He's basically one of the heads of the Twitch support Twitter account. Yeah, Reginerd is basically the head of the when you tweet at Twitch support, you're basically tweeting at Reg. Twitch and Wreck-It Raven, one of the pioneers of the Day Off hashtag, have a meeting this morning as tangible progress in what's going on. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying, is that I have definitely crawled up Twitch's ass and laid eggs before over stuff where I was just like, damn, how can you guys be willingly so obtuse? And I just don't think that that's what's happening here. I think that sometimes people like me who are we're broadcasters and content creators, we're the CEOs of a business of one. So if we're just like, I'm gonna sleep in and take today off, then the company shuts down for a day. And we're just like, instead of playing my video game, I'm gonna take my phone and we're gonna broadcast me looking at birds in the park. I can do that because I have that luxury of being able to move with the nimble swift-footedness of a fucking jet ski. God damn it.
Down.
But when you're a billion-dollar company owned by Amazon, you don't get to move like a jet ski. You move like an aircraft carrier. And that's, I guess we're taking a bunch of pills. And while that sucks, especially, you know, especially when it's something that feels like the faster it's taken care of, the better for everyone involved.
Speed.
You know, there's just no part of me that feels like it's plausible for me to ignore that it's a billion-dollar company that moves at the speed of smell. Shielded Tears. So here's my problem with Shielded Tears. Not to bring it back to the game. But my problem with shielded tiers is that it blocks enemy tiers, but it also keeps my tiers from getting through, and that bothers me. It makes it difficult. It makes it difficult to burn bosses down, so unless I have piercing, I generally just ignore it. There's already tools to mitigate it. People want it gone completely, which of course nobody wants it around, but I feel like it's hit a wall with people demanding Twitch solve people being... With Twitch trying to... people demanding that Twitch to solve the problem of people being shitheads. I adore you, Justin, but please don't say there's already tools. Marginalized people have been using the tools at their disposal and they're 100% not enough. Yeah, there can be more done. I'll reiterate that I feel like my take is the most accurate reflection of how I feel about it, which is like, yes, more should be done. Yes, they should absolutely be doing a better job of communicating a roadmap for how they plan on tackling it. The simple reality in my mind is that it's a billion-dollar company. Shit. It's a billion-dollar company. I've never met a billion-dollar company that like learns about an issue and then cranks a solution. Cranks the solution in the same week. That said, I've also watched how Twitch genuinely and aggressively fucked up music and DMCA, so, you know, I'm not saying they won't fuck it up. Oh, okay, I'm in here now. I'm not saying they won't fuck it up, chat. Don't get me wrong, this isn't me blindly bootlicking Twitch, but I am saying that I'm content with the idea of giving them a chance to figure it out before I jump to conclusions about whether or not they're actively choosing to continue to put marginalized creators in a disadvantageous situation, right? That's what that's the moment that my switch flips and I'm just like, nah, fuck you. Is you know, if it comes to light that not only are they not doing anything in any sort of reasonable or acceptable timeline, but they're just like, whatever, those guys don't make money. At that point, I'd be like, all right, well, now we got to go to war. But I need to see that first, you know? Twitch maybe was quick and agile back in the day, but now they're definitely corporate tech, which adds in all the unnecessary hoops and checks and balances. So the attackers are moving quickly and able to combat all the tools that it's being put out, that the community is putting out, while Twitch has its dev team tied down like 7 steps behind. Yeah, it's corporate tech nightmare. It's all the stuff that we saw with music. It's all the stuff that we saw with music, only it's tied to something even more sensitive now. I mean, like, losing your livelihood because you played the, you know, the all in the Family theme, or Golden Girls, or Ariana Grande, or whatever. Yeah, that sucks. But, you know, getting attacked just because you showed up as yourself to a platform is, I would imagine, I don't think anybody could argue that that's not worse. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I've just seen the reality of what it is. I've just seen the reality of what the rate of corporate speed is. So I guess I'm just not surprised by it. And that's the gamer. What's going on? There's no agility left in a billion-dollar company. It's a real problem, and I wish that there was the mobility necessary to fix it quickly, but I would be hard-pressed to point to any... please? Ugh. This is, like, kind of a complicated way to start a run. Yeah, man, I don't see a world in which a billion-dollar company, which has a reputation for being painfully siloed to the point of sandbagging its own business. I mean, for crying out loud, you know, all of us were surprised 5 years ago when articles started coming out talking about, like, ever since Amazon purchased Twitch, every department is siloed and the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. But that was 5 years ago. Like, I don't know how surprised I am by that anymore. What do you mean Twitch isn't moving quickly? Like, well, have you seen how they've handled literally anything before? Bots attack streamers. Yeah, there's been massive hate raids recently. So people sneaking in swastikas in their avatars. People, like, no, I say people. It's like one person creates 100 bots, and then the 100 bots who all have similar names have swastika avatars and sneak in with, like, you know, ones for I's and ampersands for A's, and get a whole bunch of, like, slurs and hate speech blasted past like bot filters and stuff like that. Sheka says, can confirm work in corporate tech, so much red tape. Like, you know, again, I want to reiterate, this is not me saying, oh man, people need to relax. I understand that people are upset and they should absolutely be fucking angry. But I'm also saying that I just, you know, with the clarity of like, yeah, it's a big ass company that doesn't have a history of doing things quickly. I don't know how realistic it is to expect things to be fixed in a week. Oh, it's not even small streamers. These are full-time streamers. These are full-time streamers. They just are, like, streamers of color or LGBTQ streamers. So not Twitch's bread and butter streamers, but these, I mean, let's call it how it is. These are not the stereotypical poster children for Twitch. And I think that it's very accurate to call them the marginalized communities on Twitch, for sure. But make no mistake about it, the people who are registering the complaints about these kinds of attacks are far from small streamers. They're full-time partners. Small compared to the people who show up on, like, signage at cons, but, like, you know, Hafu's one of the biggest names on Twitch, and she's talked in the past about how she's had to, what was it, there was a Blizzard competition that she attended online, where one of the teams was named, I feel fucking uncomfortable even saying it out loud. It was essentially a team whose name insinuated that they were going to sexually assault her. That was her team name. That was the team name she had to show up and face off against. When I was a 10-ish viewer guy, I had a week of nonstop raids of people spamming my phone number and address, so size definitely doesn't matter. Hate raids also also target a lot of people using the LGBTQIA tag, seemingly random at that, not just high viewer count. So the other issue is the tools might mitigate the raids. Tools to mitigate these hate raids aren't known to a lot of people necessarily. Like, if you're someone who's only been streaming for a bit and one of the targeted tags, there's a chance to just show up and won't know how to handle it. Yeah, it sucks to, it especially sucks to see somebody who's, like, new to streaming, has, like, 5 viewers, and one of them's probably Nightbot. And one of their first experiences on Twitch is just getting blasted because they, quote-unquote, made the mistake of using a tag that correctly identified who they were within the community. And so, you know, this bot and script automatically target them. And so, yeah, their first experience with this community is to get absolutely hate blasted by, like, one dude with 50 bots. With flying, do you still take damage for those shop items? Sure do. Sure do. For example. Por ejemplo. Yeah, it's in my mind, until I see data that proves it wrong, it's probably, this whole uproar has probably been created and lovingly crafted by, you know, 20 incels spending a grand total of like $100 each. Their goal and desire is to piss off as many people as humanly possible and gain notoriety doing it, albeit anonymously. And here you have, you know, here you have, to a certain extent, like, mission accomplished, because they're getting, like, fucking Polygon articles being written about them. Yeah, no, and that's the gamer. Generally speaking, I was saying earlier before you got here, there's nobody who's like, oh man, hate raids aren't that bad. Like, obviously, any decent human being is like, yeah, no, hate raids fucking suck, but it is very much a thing that Twitch has to get under control. Yeah, it's getting a ton of attention. It sucks. You need to call attention to it so that Twitch will kind of streamline the process and get it handled, but the more attention you bring to it, the more likely it is it's going to happen more frequently. So it's this weird fucked up catch-22, you know? Cowboy Jesus, what's going on, Home Skillet? How's everything going? It's okay. You're jumping off the deep end with neat. Jumping off the deep end with some topical conversation this morning. But generally speaking, aside from the fact that it's Thursday and Thursday is a hello. I guess I'm fighting Bumbino. It's Thursday, and generally speaking, Thursday is a rough day for me because I'm smack dab in the center of my week. But you know, like it hasn't been a perfect week by any stretch of the imagination. It looks like I'm only going to get to the gym maybe 3 times this week, and I'm supposed to be going 5. My diet hasn't been perfect, but I haven't given up the fight. I'm still struggling to do as many positive things as I can, so I'm taking no amount of solace in that. But I'm tired. I'm genuinely at a place where I feel like I'm ready for my day off, and I'm still 2 3/4 days away. I think there's any point in getting a higher refresh rate than 60 hertz unless you are playing comp shooters. Probably not, Fanikilla, if I'm being honest. The only time that, like, what's funny is I bought a higher refresh rate monitor, but then I'm bottlenecked by my hardware. Yeah, I probably would say that there's not any point in buying a higher refresh rate monitor, but I bought mine to play better at Fortnite and PUBG back in the day. And the irony is I still can't get this thing to run past 60 hertz. Started with which cookie is superior, and then it jumped off pretty hard. We started with what's the superior Chips Ahoy cookie, and ended up on how much should realistically be expected from a $1 billion company moving at glacial corporate speeds. That said, Hawford and Squint Fox disagree. I desktop down 144 hertz but never go back. It's necessary. Is it necessary? No, but it does help eye strain and makes life better. Shit. Squint Fox, at some point we gotta figure out how to fix that bottleneck. I've been sitting here with a 144 hertz monitor for 2.5 years. I've never once run this thing at 144 hertz. I just didn't have the heart to tell the guy who bought it for me. That's really good, because we got Tears downgrade pills hanging out. Cables? I can't remember what. Squint Fox identified the problem once back in the day. I've got some sort of hardware limitation. Because I'm running on a 2 PC setup, it's not as easy as just switching it on. You know? That shit's well beyond my pay grade, sadly. The moon. You know what? As money helps me buy deals with the devil on this run. Yo, I can get a. I think I can get a display port. What is this? Horf. I think I can get a display port cable sent to me like overnight. Let's go out this way. That's the whole point of doing that. God damn it. I need some offensive output. Even with a 144 hertz monitor, if you want to stream at 1080 at 60 hertz, you probably want a max of 120 hertz for scaling reasons. I understand each of those terms individually, but how or why they tie together is 100% just beyond my comprehension. I've been doing this a long time, but I've never like sat down and forced myself to understand tech that was beyond my current tech's capabilities. If chat were paid to sing the fitness gram pacer test, would you do it? I have no idea what that is. Spectre Head, what's going on? Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. My guess is that 120 is because it's a multiple of 60. Oh, that's right. I've got 2 of these now. What's going on in here? That's right. I left these 2 tears down pills in here. Oh, yeah, baby. Feels good, man. I wonder what this question marks pill turned into. Turned into I Can See Forever. I need to find a decent trinket. I'd hate to leave this gulp pill behind. I probably shouldn't leave this gulp pill behind. Man, but I Can See Forever is so good. It potentially is like a pill that has 5 or 6 bombs in it, depending on how sort of mysterious the locations of the secret rooms are. Applying for uni drained my soul. Amber's in a point right now where she's updating her resume and writing cover letters for jobs for the first time in God knows how long. And she is not enjoying it. I think I'd take gulp. I think I'd take gulp over I Can See Forever. Yeah, I haven't applied for a job in a really long time, so I can only sympathize with her. I wouldn't even know how to update my I was listening to a Tom Segura bit this morning talking about how he couldn't get a job right now if he wanted to because of the 13-year gap in his resume. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm in the same boat, man. I haven't held down a real job in a decade. My resume, you know, unless I put all my stuff on there, which I absolutely would, but like my resume as far as working for other people would have like a 9.5-year gap in it. Yeah, Framer, you're right. I got a bunch of bombs. I should take gulp. Taffy, I do resumes if she needs assistance? Maybe. I'll point her in your direction and we'll see what happens. The Bubble, good morning. Had my first job interview yesterday since the Clinton administration. Yeah, I'm sure, even though we live in different countries, I'm sure the knowledge is transferable for sure. If anyone needs a pizza guy broadcaster, I'm in. You're gonna lose that job to Brizzy. There's no way. There's no way either of us beat a guy who has a broadcaster who already has pizza in all of his branding. Come on, Justin. This is the kind of stuff that's not gonna get us our pizza delivery job. We gotta think 2 steps ahead. That guy can rest on his pizza laurels. We can't. Apocalyptic, I'm out. I'm out of pizza. So if I want to, if I want to do fancy pants lunch today. If I want to do a fancy pants lunch today, I've got to either order out or find something in my fridge that I can piece together. Oh, I say the last job was pizza guy. I will kill Brizzy. I will kill Brizzy and take this job from him. If I were to go back into the last job I had before streaming, I would go back into upscale restaurant work. I'd have to find one of the nice places we ate while pretzel people were visiting, and then manage that store. I was gonna say, damage, it'd have to be damage. And damage is terrible. Sure, I should have gone, honestly, I should have gone to the shop first. If we get there and there's more options, chat, I'll have to flagellate myself to prove contrition. What happened to the food truck dream? A global pandemic, if I'm being honest. I mean, like, ultimately, you know, if Justin and I were gonna sit down and talk about a food truck dream, then he and I'd have to actually sit down and have some like real grown-up conversations. Any food truck's gonna be 6 figures to acquire, and then on top of everything else, it's you know, I don't think anybody is I don't think anybody's misguided about the fact that food trucks are a ridiculous amount of work. And neither one of us are chefs. You know what I mean? Like, neither one of us are like, you know what? I got my Michelin star, so I can check that off my bucket list. But now all I really want to do is make sliders. Both of us cook very well, but I have serious doubts as to whether or not I have serious doubts as to whether or not I could pull off a food truck without having somebody involved in it who had like a legitimate culinary background. And it's not me. I'm like Babish. I'm a glorified cook. I'm a person who enjoys cooking. I have no respect for anybody I would run a great food truck. If you missed it earlier, I was at a meeting at 4 p.m. yesterday and half of my company, including me, was unemployed at 4:20. No! They took 20 minutes to let everybody go? That sucks. Well, at least they didn't make you wait until Friday, I guess. That's cold comfort, but I've often thought that if somebody pulled that whole, if we get them on Friday, they're less likely to make a scene. Can I make a channel in the Discord for chat to help me build out my PC? Of course, yeah. Like a tech talk channel. We got plenty of tech savvy individuals. I'd hate to feel like I'm hogging them all for myself. Ugh. Hate you. I don't even know what that does. Maybe that just applies to the deals with the devil now? I don't know. That's the only place I can spend money. I have 98 cents, so unless
Look at you, Stanley.
Who's done this?
Flaunting your disposable income with that donation to Taffy.
Alright, Glitch. You win. What am I doing for lunch today? I was toying with the idea of sushi. Sushi sounded really good. Oh, shit. Taffy, I had that toast place yesterday as a gift to myself. It was very good. What'd you get, out of curiosity? Yo, that's exceptionally good. Blank rune. I should have waited to see if there was Yera.
Soul of Apollyon.
Say that again?
Soul of Apollyon.
Okay, I just want to make sure I heard that right. Weird. The ribs and Gouda Mac? I have not had that. Chat bullied me into eating meat. Bastards. Bastards. Glitch with 50 bucks. Self-flagellation for lunch. I am in. They deem my position no longer a part of the new company model, along with a few other positions, so I'm off to the unemployment line. That sucks, dude. Taffy, the new normal is to fire people before you have to pay them another month of health insurance because of America. Y'all are not doing a very good job of selling me on getting a corporate gig somewhere. It's for whatever, Taffy. I just said self-flagellation for fun. Fair. Fair. I tell you what, I'm gonna eat stuff out of the fridge today. Tomorrow I'll tell you what I spent the money on. Tonight I got a thing. Tonight I got a thing. But tomorrow I'll tell you how I spent that 50 bucks. Buy a McDonald's franchise? I genuinely, ooh, Billy. I genuinely would, start a Whataburger in Richmond if I could. I would start and manage a Whataburger or 2 or 3 here in Richmond if I could. I'd start with 1, and if it performed well, I'd bring in the second one in a different part of town. Patrick Mahomes did that. He's living the dream. Patrick Mahomes, missed Whataburger so much that he's a part of an investment plan now to bring like 50 Whataburgers to Kansas City and the Kansas City area. Reginald, good morning, sir. Owning a big food franchise makes you literal millions. It's insane. Yeah, Frost, I was, I want that to be Algiz, but it's not. Son of a bitch. I worked at a restaurant that was a fancy French brasserie. That same family owns a couple of restaurants in town. One of them is a New Zealand-style gastropub for burgers. So they own at least 2, maybe 3 or 4 fancy-ass restaurants that are constantly on the Richmond. Yeah, like, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who own Can and the people who own Burger Batch. And the reason that that family owns Can and Burger Batch is because that same family owns every Arby's in the general region. I think I can do this and get out. Because they own like 17 Arby's, A, they're one of the wealthiest families in Richmond, and B, they get to basically run whatever kind of restaurant they want. Whatever strikes their fancy, they just go and start it because they have Arby's money to back it up. A neighbor of mine knows the dude who owns the Chick-fil-A near me. He pulls $3 million a year into his own pocket. That's what I'm saying. Is it honestly? It wouldn't have to be a whole bunch of them. Although I would own a whole bunch of Whataburgers if they came to me and said, "Taffy, be our anchor in the Richmond, Virginia area." It wouldn't have to be a whole lot, but like if I had like 1 or 2 Whataburgers in the Richmond area, I think I retire like when I retire, I think I retire onto a mattress literally made of cash. That'd be the kind of stuff I do as a pro sports ball player. Oh, I'm traded here. Then they don't have what I like. I guess that's coming here next year. Yes, Peyton Manning's a smart business person. As soon as they legalized weed in the state of Colorado, old Peyton Manning went and bought like a dozen. Listen, I think Papa John's a reprehensible dude, and I think their pizza tastes like cardboard. But it doesn't change the fact that he went and bought himself like 12 pizza locations. And there's a part of me that thinks, I have to believe that Peyton Manning has probably made as much money as an investor in Papa John's post weed being legalized in Colorado as he did playing sports ball. Chat, let's fund a Whataburger investment. It's like bad rats money. The problem, as with most things in the capitalist world, Reg, is that you need money to play the game. Papa John's is fucking terrible. Amber had a lady boner for Papa John's as far as the chains go for a long time, where all we got for years was Papa John's. And I did it because Amber's pretty and she lets me kiss her with my tongue. So I tolerate it, but nowadays, man, it's like I would love nothing more than to find like the pizza place from Richmond that does it well, but if I gotta eat chain pizza, I'm gonna do Little Caesars or Domino's all day, every day. Yeah, the sauce from Papa John's tastes like it's 50% sugar. Papa John's is a lot like a hard cookie. It's terrible and I don't want it. Ice, good morning. Yeah, if Papa John's was priced the same way that Little Caesars was priced, it would be more accurate, but I'd still take Little Caesars. Yeah, honestly, we did for a long time, Spectrehead, we did too. For a long time, we just got we called it cardboard pizzas. Or, not Amber, but my parents and I used to call it cardboard pizzas.
I can see.
Where we would just go get like a Tombstone pizza out of the freezer section of the supermarket. Little Caesars is pretty terrible. Yep, but it's perfect for the price. That is like getting a Tombstone pizza, except it's hot and I can just walk away with it and eat it on the drive home. Taffy, wait till you have sweet potato and sugar on your pizza. Is this a Korean thing? Lamb. I mean, yeah, sure, it doesn't cost me anything. Not really. My last Domino's experience tasted like chemical cleaner. I don't think I've had a bad Domino's experience recently. I mean, it tastes like what it tastes like, but I've not the way that I've had like a bad Wendy's experience or a bad Taco Bell experience where I actually like was made sick. Does Papa John's vary from franchise? The Papa John's by our old apartment is actually amazing. I mean, maybe. Like, I trust that Wendy's is generally pretty good, but the Wendy's near us is terrible. Taco Bell, when it's made as well as it can be made, is one of Amber's favorite fast food restaurants. I don't like it very much, but the Taco Bell near us is just hot garbage. There's Whataburgers in Florida. Yeah, there's apparently a Whataburger in Tallahassee. It's all Panhandle. It's all in the American South. It's like Florida, but SEC country, you know? Georgia South, aka Georgia South, aka the Florida Panhandle. Never go to Tallahassee. I can't imagine any real good reason to. We're actually getting Whataburger built 5 minutes from me. Listen, Frost. You make more money than me. You're building your own home. You've moved to a state that has a Whataburger being built 5 minutes away. Would you like a pass at my wife while we're at it? What else could I possibly do to make you feel like the alpha here? How else would you like to feel superior to me? Would you like to raise one of my sons? How about the eldest? That feels like a real dominant move. God damn. You're probably, yeah, I've seen, he's got a camera. He's more handsome than me, so I can just, listen. If you're wondering, I don't know, maybe Taffy's got that George Clooney. Hi, baby. Okay. What's going on with this run? Neat? Question mark? I like getting a lot of bombs. It's fun day. Happy Thursday. Thursday is always, yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm not a coal miner. My job is not physically taxing. But Thursday is definitely the point where I hit my, like, hump day. Like, it is very much my, like, middle of the week where I'm as far away from Monday as I am close to Sunday. I want to go play pinball, but I got a thing I got to go do tonight. I'm excited about buying a pinball machine. I've been, so Deadflip, yo, can somebody do me a favor? Go to Deadflip's channel and get his VOD from yesterday. Deadflip played Mando yesterday. He played a lot of Mando yesterday, so if you want to see that Mando machine played well, it's honestly, there's a part of me that's like, if I've got to make compromises to potentially get a pinball machine that my sons are as excited about and that Amber doesn't think is a big tacky fucker, that Mando machine might be something I'll have to consider. It's also less expensive than the Addams Family. I should try to get this deal with the devil. Yo, Red Bearskin, that's exciting. Where is this guy? There he is. There he is. Mando's a stupid fun machine. Love the callouts and the music on it. Yeah, I mean, like Tweedletosey, it 100% rests on the laurels of being from a TV show that I very much adore. The music is exceptional. Carl Weathers doing the callouts is great, and of course, it's loaded with video clips from the movie, or from the TV show. I mean. So it obviously The TV show does a lot of the heavy lifting for the table, but it's still an excellent table. Excellent table.
This is the story
I watched him
of
play.
the newest denizen.
I watched him play a shitload of Deadpool too. Deadpool as a machine, as a pinball table, looks like a very good game as well. How do you play pinball well? First of all, it helps if you know how to score points in the game you're playing. Secondly, there are mechanics that are useful as a pinball player that will help you succeed in keeping your. I mean, like, you could say it's kind of the same thing with Isaac. Like, how do you play Isaac well? It's basically you just walk around. Basically, you just walk around and shoot stuff with eye bullets, right? And obviously, it's way more nuanced than that. And I would say that pinball's the same thing, where it's like somebody like me who hasn't played pinball in years gets on a table, doesn't know how to like massage the as the ball's traveling down its path. There are little gestures and flips that you can make that'll save the ball from
of the newest denizen of the cave.
You learn how to instinctively handle. Come on. You learn how to instinctively handle the pathing on the ball so that either you're putting yourself in advantageous situations to score more points, saving the ball from going down, sort of, you can mentally project out the path of where the ball's going to go so that it doesn't go down the little side chutes, or doesn't go straight down the middle between the flippers. Really good pinball players can actually do it so that if the ball's coming down at full speed, they can kind of like cushion the ball and just dead stop it. They can literally capture the ball and then hold on to it and figure out where they want to send it next. Like, which ramp are they really aiming for? If it's on the wrong flipper, there are people who have the ability to sort of like pop the ball so that it pops up and then just goes to the other flipper. It's almost like contact juggling. I love a pinball machine, such a decorative piece that can always provide fun. I'm in a weird spot, Frost, where it looks like one's happening for me. Champion, who's gone well into 5 figures deep on this channel, has decided that my dream of owning a pinball machine should become a reality, which I guess means my dream of owning a pinball machine is going to become a reality. So I'm just trying to figure out which one. Glitch gives a tier 1 sub to Softcore Stanley, and another gifted sub to KiloGif for 1,024 gifted subs all time on the channel. 1 KiloGif. Thank you, Glitch. Right, and then Shauna and I generally play pinball the same way, which is to manically flap the flippers as hard as possible and trust that the chaos will take the ball somewhere it's probably supposed to be. I relate. I feel that. That's a reasonable way to play pinball. Yeah, Dead Flip is really, really good at pinball. I used to be good at one to 3 machines, like the Addams Family, the original 1990s Star Wars, and an old table called Whitewater. I was really good at Whitewater. But that's just because those were like the only 3 pinball machines I played for years. So I got to know them really well. There's a pinball machine I played at a resort as a kid all the time. The only machine I would ever buy. Which one is it, out of curiosity? There was a Attack from Mars was at the Pizza Hut where I lived. So I would probably get down on Attack from Mars as well. Have you ever played Yoku Island Express, Metroidvania that features pinball in the main form of movement? No, I've never even heard of it. Just wanted to use that death card. Jesus, take the ball. This is basically the only time I have religion is when I feel like I don't really know what's going on with my pinball game, and at that point I trust whatever God is listening to guide the ball to some place that will help me earn a free game. Cyclone. Yo, Cyclone is at this pinball place where I just bought him. Okay, that hurt me. Cyclone is at this pinball place where I just bought a membership. it looks like if you close your eyes a little bit and walk towards it, you go, oh, they made a Twister pinball machine. But then you get closer and they're like, oh, somebody had an idea for a Twister pinball machine but couldn't get the licensing rights, so now it's Cyclone. Cowboy Jesus has got our back. He'll take the glass off and just put the ball wherever you want it to go. Cyclone, man. I had an opportunity to play Cyclone this week and just didn't. I ran out of time. Rollers of the Realm is a pinball RPG on stream. Alright, chat. If Red Bearskin... Listen, don't dox me and don't try to find out where I live. But if for some reason you, like, walk out of your house, get onto a plane, pick a random location in Richmond, stand outside and just go, Taffy, and I hear you, I'll take you down and get you a guest pass and we'll go to the pinball place and we'll play Cyclone. It would probably be easier just to find some place near you where you can play Cyclone, but... Yeah, it's bananas that you should say that. Because I had an opportunity to play Cyclone just this month, or just this week. Lamb. Down, down, down. What if we already know where you live? Glitch, if you want to come play pinball, I'll pay for a guest pass to the pinball place. Lauren, I don't know if Lauren knows where I live, but I'd give Lauren my address. Lisa, I would, at the very least, I would tell you which neighborhood to look in. I think we're one guppy piece away from like legitimate transformation. That Boneheart has done a lot of heavy lifting for us. Yeah, I think Funhouse is there. I'm gonna buy tickets to RVA and just walk around the streets yelling Taffy! If you find, oh my god, well, there we go. You've been good to us, Boneheart, but now we must leave you. If you can find Shiabun first on accident, you can get him to walk around. He doesn't know where I live either. So you could get Shiabun to just walk around the streets of Richmond going, Taffy! I would hear that and I would respond to it like a oh shit. I don't want to say like a mating call. It wouldn't be erotic in nature, but it would definitely be, I would instinctively just wander towards that noise. Less talky, more cocky. Welcome. I like the idea of all the Richmond tourists. Yeah, like a summons. I would involuntarily just walk straight towards that. The siren call of Shiabun. It's just a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of Virginia tourists wandering the streets yelling, Taffy! Nobody knowing exactly why they're doing it. Well, like 4 of you knowing exactly why you're doing it. It'd be like when you see that social experiment of like, if you just have somebody go to a street corner and stand and look up, eventually other people will start looking up. Press X to find Taffy. Mellow Muffin, good morning. God, I'm hungry. Let's dance! I'm the in-game boss now. Wesley, good morning. I'm the Stompy in-game boss now. Stompy, stompy, stompy. Stomp, 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 stomp. Squish, squish, stomp, swish, stomp. Stompy, squish, stomp, stompy, squish. Yeah. Oh no! I think we can get that charged up again by the last fight. Look at me. I am Satan now. Let's go see if we're guppy. That'd be cool. Oh, dude, all these things cost no money. I mean, like, we have money to spare, so I guess, you know. I don't want amnesia, though. Eh, whatever.
Amnesia.
It doesn't matter. We win. Ow. Ow. Dick. Hello? I said I win now. As I say, I left some health laying around somewhere. I've never seen that item and it's so exciting. Well, first of all, yesterday I saw an item I'd never seen before, which I didn't expect to happen 1,000 hours into Repentance. I'm gonna end up putting that on social media in the not so distant future. Yeah, we win, immediately proceeds to lose 1/4 of my health. Teddy, Sinasoposlop, you beautiful Dutch son of a bitch. The Gigapoop, man, I'd never even heard of that before. Yeesh. Hello. Sure. My shadow is a terrible item. I wonder if this works. What? I didn't know that either. Well, I'm torn. Do I want to reload? I want to reload Mega Mush. I was torn. I didn't know if I wanted to reload Mega Mush or if I wanted to dig up another item using... Let's hope we find another battery. Remind me, chat, did we leave any batteries laying behind? I can't remember. There's something called the Gigapoop. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Here's what we do. Oh, okay. Well, here's our charge. We got our charge and we know... Oh, god damn it. We got our charge and we know where the boss fight is. Yeah, we found the Gigapoop yesterday. I didn't even know it was real. I'd never even heard of it. Had never even heard of it. But the Gigapoop is real. It is a massive, like, poop that is... If it were on screen right now, it would take up this much of the corner. And we just sat and shot it and just a dozen items flew out. I'm gonna put it on social media as soon as the clip's ready. Austin's cleaning up the clip for me. I gotta figure out how to format Instagram. Instagram does not like our TikTok clips. It crops the top and the bottom off, which is a problem if he does subtitles. There's a big old poop, man. I want to see what happens when I do that other one. Is it just an item each time? If you happen to have the shovel, can you just dig up items? I love you, Ghost Pepper. Alright, let's find out. Buried treasure. Very neat. Very neat. Yeah, I've seen rooms that have like the 4 burial mounds in them, and I've never really stopped to investigate. And I've certainly not stopped to investigate with the shovel. I'm the boss now? I mean, we're morally obliged, aren't we? You're gonna be sorry that you caught me. I don't think that's Delirium right out of the gate. Our room's too cramped. Too small. It's a little late now, but thank you for your item. That could be Delirium. That'd be fine, though. It is not. I'm saving this charge for Delirium. We're just gonna go into boss rooms. I'm not gonna min-max this, you know what I mean? We're just gonna go. If we find him, we find him. If we find him, we find him. I can't, not even for a soul heart. I don't even know that I need a soul heart right now. I don't think that I do. Oh, get out of here. Ugh. If you hit me once, I will pop this mushroom and ruin your day. I don't think I've ever taken Mega Mushroom and stomped Delirium with it. This could be Delirium. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Let's go, son. Oh, you are a stubborn little cur, aren't you? Get back here. You're the one who always wants to do the telefragging bullshit. Bumbo. I dislike the fact that every time he changes form, he dumps my explosivo shots off of him. This fight would be long since over if he'd hold his form for more than a couple seconds. Ow. Ow. There we go. Yeah, fast-crawling Bumbo's like something out of The Ring, isn't it? That's terrifying. This used to be the sad ending.